Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Daniel.
All right, remember, protect yourselves at all times. And no headbutts, no low blows. All right?
The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway.
Teddy, most of the fighters that you train throughout your career are guys that could be described as this, guys that really will bring it and are able to do it throughout the whole fight and go the distance. What's the mental makeup of a guy like that?
Confidence. He's been there before. He's sure that he can do it.
Multiple punches coming in now. Throws a counter punch there. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. A well-placed left hand by Dynamite. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Viking Warrior's probably thinking to himself that he found an early answer. The counterpunch doing damage here.
And his opponent's thinking, what the heck am I doing? Am I shadow boxing? Because I'm not finding nothing. But I tell you, if I am shadow boxing, that shadow, it has a little bit of a punch. It's hitting me back.
Teddy, we hear a lot of people talking about where are the next great fighters coming from. In your eyes, I mean, you're around gyms all over the country, all over the world.
Down he goes in the early goings here.
Keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Blocks the headshot. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out there?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Able to dismiss it. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
Halfway through round number 2. You can see there's blood on his cheek. Blocks away that headshot. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it, he has good vision, he sees the shots coming, and he's making up in his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Blocks that punch. Good counter punch. Able to dismiss it. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. He's just not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and you know, you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to the body, and he should recognize that. And that's part of the talent of a fighter, recognition, that you have to recognize where the opportunities are.
Solid counter punch by Dynamite. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Wow, is he defensively sound. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Blocks it away. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
He missed with that headshot.
Move your hand.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him, because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Halfway through round number 4. Very accurate with the double jab. Good looking counter punch. Nose has started to bleed.
Keep your distance. Range.
Just missed with that punch. 4th round now with its last 10 seconds. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes the judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Keep your distance.
Good looking counter punch. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
Dynamite banged around by a big uppercut.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Oh, he He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Hey, no holding, no holding.
Showing you some defense there with the block. Good defense just covering up down low. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. You know, I thought he had quite a chance tonight, but I don't like what I see right now. Here he is, an outside fighter, and he's unable to do as he pleases.
And if he can't win on the outside, we already found out that he can't do it on the inside.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. We'll see how he holds up with that bloody nose, because a bloody nose in a fight can really cut your wind. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Well, earlier you saw what happened to him. He was stunned. He got tagged in this fight. He got hit hard. Now you're seeing the kind of mentality that's going to try to avoid that happening again. But, Teddy, it's not necessarily the kind of mentality that's going to win you a fight.
No, if you're in the corner with him, you know what you tell him, Joe? You tell him, look, you're being tested now. I understand you've been hurt. I understand you're looking to survive right now. But you're being tested for the first time in your life. Do you want to be a champion? Do you want to be special? Special people find a way to get out of this and still offensively go forward.
Yeah, he's got to answer those questions. Not able to land the headshot. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Halfway through round 6. Tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Oh, and he comes in again, landing well. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Oh, and there you go. Right back at you. Counter power punch. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
And there he counters back against his opponent. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Good-looking counter punch. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Good-looking counter punch. Blocks that punch. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Good block. Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back.
Keep working the body.
Parries that punch away. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. And a shooting right hand by Dynamite. Defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Oh, and there you go. Good, solid right hand lands.
Head moving. Work the body. Finish with the hook. He's tired.
Blocks it away. We come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Good looking counter punch. Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Parries that punch intended for the head. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. Good defense, just covering up down low. A hook for you and a hook right back.
Keep your head moving.
Blocks that punch. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. End of the round here. And as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Dynamite's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Very nice defensive guard there. Good block. Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. Parries that punch away. Shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Viking Warriors mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Thinks we're going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Blocks that belt line well. Great movement to get away from those punches. Blocks that punch. Nice block by Dynamite. Good job protecting himself. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Gets rid of that effort. A minute to go in what is... Oh, and there you go. And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time? Up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
the headshot. Wow! Dynamite's legs look shaky. He was hurt.
So far tonight, he was being completely outworked, but now we see him being more the aggressor.
Oh, it was starting to get a little late. He understood he needed to change things a little.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough when he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Where he wants his man opposite him, right against the ropes. Lands the counter.
Well, we've seen the complete opposite, Teddy. We've seen fighters that when they've been knocked down, they become desperate or they completely close the door and get overly cautious. This fighter's fighting the same way he's ever fought.
Yeah, and that's either going to be a good or a bad thing. That's the confidence that he's going to get it right, that he understands himself, that he's not going away from his game, from his fight, or he's going to pay an awful penalty for it because his opponent is going to pick up on that predictability, and he's going to keep banging him with the same reason.
Good combination. Stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Good block there by Dynamite.
Dynamite's just thinking too much about what happened earlier. You can see by how tentative he's being, but he still doesn't have to put forth some type of offense, Teddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, he has to have a memory lapse. He has to a certain degree, forget what's happened before and know that this is a new round and get back into an offensive swing.
Wow, is he defensively sound. The judges have put down their scores as we come to the end of a very exciting back and forth fight. Let's send it up to the ring announcer to hear which way it goes. Dynamite, your winner, and he gets the nod by split decision.
He gets the nod, and I think he gets a gift.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.